of college football. This is a grown-up. This is an adult the Broncos are getting. So much experience, and he's going to be able to handle such a deep playbook for these Broncos.
So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Opening play, and Bo will throw. Well, they took their shot immediately. Would have been cool if they connected, but no luck. 2nd down.
Any DB prefers a highlight reel interception to just forcing an incomplete pass. But as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible on the play, he gets his hands on it and made sure it wasn't completed.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Now Nix. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Nix from the gun. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
Broncos looking at a punt on 4th down, and Riley Dixon on to handle that. He sends this away, and oh, this is going to be a field flipper. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. So the Ravens offense taking over for the first time here. And they're brought out by the reigning MVP, the 2nd of his career, the best runner in the game. It's Lamar Jackson.
A decade plus before Lamar, it was a guy named Michael Vick who was the standard for dual-threat quarterbacks. Well, today, that standard's Lamar Jackson, who at his best is an MVP-caliber player and the most exciting player, not just at his position, but in all of football. And don't let that running overshadow the strides he's made as a passer, too, in the pocket and as a franchise quarterback to build upon.
Lamar out of the pistol. Flushed out of the pocket. He's running with it. Now, it looks like one of the Ravens is having some trouble out there and is in need of some assistance. Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. Lamar off the play fake. Complete, Derrick Henry. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
A play like this, that's exactly where you want to get him the ball, right on the outside, where he's got the space and a lot more room to work.
New set of downs for him from the 46. Completed to Flowers. He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. Riley Moss with that tackle. Second and 6 coming up here. Caught by Flowers. And he's taken down at the 30. Give him 13 on that play. And that'll be 1st down, Baltimore.
Oh, man, these are the kind of plays you can't wait to get on film and watch the next day. Look at the fellow pass catchers. Look at the guys getting out in front, helping on that screen pass. Get your player in space, your buddies do the rest around you, and a big play follows.
And again, it's Jackson. Finding Flowers. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Play action now with Jackson. Nice work by the back here. Playing safety valve complete. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. Give him 3 on that game. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
From the red zone now. Gets this one to Andrews. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Here's Derrick Henry getting it on the ground. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that 3rd down call that they had ready, well, they could stick it right back in their pocket for a later occasion.
They've set themselves up well for an opening drive touchdown here, Brock. It's 1st and goal. They'll run here with Henry. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Lamar now from the gun. Escapes the pocket. And they will score. It's a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens have a great first drive and get the game's first points. It's a Lamar Jackson touchdown. Wow, great work there by the quarterback. The play broke down, didn't really have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise, and in the end, Brock, the best call he could have made.
Yeah, and you can do it in different ways in today's NFL, right? The Tom Brady's just recently retired. He did it with his brain. He did it with his mind, but you've got to be able to improvise, as you said. You got to be able to create when a play breaks down, and when you can put 6 on the board, man, does that infuse your offensive group with confidence.
Tucker able to tack on the extra point. And the Ravens will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Here's Smith on the return. This return makes it up to the 25. The Denver offense taking the field for their second drive. And they haven't gotten very far into their opening script yet, have they? Just a 3-and-out to begin this game. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Now the first run of the game for Javonte Williams. This is ahead for about 5. Stopped by one of the league's best tacklers, Roquan Smith. Halfway there on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost, and he busts those tackles.
As a man, that's Cortland Sutton. Oh, he loses the football. And this is going to be a turnover. The defense forces the big play. Wow, oh wow. He sent his offense out twice now, and both times they fumbled it away. I'm not sure who's more aggravated, the dudes down there or the dude next to me up here.
Well, I'm aggravated, but I know the guy on the field wants to put the offense in the doghouse, like all of them right now. This can't happen in the NFL, Kate. And a lot of guys out there, they got to be looking to one another, hold each other accountable to hold on to the ball.
Now we'll get set to see the Baltimore offense for the second time. And the turnover puts them right back out there. Just a few plays since they scored that touchdown.
Well, they didn't get much time to rest, but
while the new offense preps to head out, we've got a stoppage. They want to make sure this is a turnover. All right, so we all know what we're looking for here, Brock. Where did an elbow, maybe a knee, something touch down? And as it does, is the ball loose at that point?
Yeah, throw in forearm, wrist, shin. There's no question the offensive guy's screaming something hit the ground while the defense is hoping it didn't.
So the nice defensive play, all for naught. He was down first, no fumble. Up to the line, and they're set. 1st and 10. Nick's looking to throw. Got a man, it's Marvin Mims. And he takes it up and across midfield into Ravens territory. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Nick's off the play action. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Roquan Smith with the pick. And the Ravens take over after forcing the first turnover of this ball game.
Going down the middle, as you can see, you're giving them a real chance at making that pick. Might be a case of trying to force one where he shouldn't have. And you're sure hoping as a quarterback you learn your lesson on that one.
The Ravens in a very good field position as they come up 1st and 10. Slot man motioned over. They'll begin with a quick completion to the right side. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. Second and 3 now. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. He's got Andrews. And he'll be brought down after getting it to the 47-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there. And that'll be 1st down, Baltimore.
Well, they got him down before he could do any more damage in terms of yards. That's no easy job, mind you, tackling a big tight end. But the main damage had already been done. He kept this drive going by getting beyond the line of game.
And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete.
I know a DB in the stat sheet loves to see INT and not PBU, but as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible, he does the next best thing and knocks it away.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Lamar throwing again. Andrews with the catch. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. He picks up 15 on the play. And that's good for a Ravens 1st down.
The analytics will tell you a handful of these kind of plays per game, and your odds per drive of scoring go way up.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. 1st down, here's Lamar. He's on the move. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
These quarterbacks are so good with their clock in their head between the tackles. But you get outside the pocket, and you've got to have that same ability. If you hesitate for a second, the defenses with their speed at this level, they'll find a way to bring you to the ground.
Offense to the line for second down. From the gun, a run for Henry. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
This offense may want to try and disguise their run a little bit. I don't know if it's the O-lineman's stance. I don't know if it's a cadence. I don't know what it is, but after 2 straight plays going backwards, this defense is all over them.
Gotta figure out this third down here. Shotgun snap to Jackson. Escapes the pocket. They'll make a bid for it on the ground. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
Man, I don't ever want to be a defensive coordinator. They do so many things right to take away the pass, and then what happens? Well, you get a quarterback that lowers his head, gashes the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game. You take away the pass, but you can't stop the QB run.
They give to Henry on the inside handoff. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Here's 2nd and goal from the 6. From the gun, Jackson. Escapes it, but he can't evade that one, and they get him to the ground. And the pressure drives them backwards.
You get into the red zone, and every detail matters. It matters on the whole 100 yards, but Kate, once you get inside this red zone, it is so critical. And let's tip our cap to the defense on the details, creating that sack.
So now, here's 3rd and goal. Back to throw. Here's Jackson. Finds Aguilar. And they'll get there and stop him at the line.
I got to be honest, it hurts a little extra when it comes on 3rd down, but it really doesn't matter what down it is. If a completed pass is stopped at the line of scrimmage offensively, that's a failure. Defensively, that's a success.
Staring at 4th down, the Ravens will go with Justin Tucker to try for 3. High percentage look for him here from the left hash.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Here's Smith on the return. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. Denver ready for another offensive possession. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
They're out and set, 1st and 10. Here's Williams to start the drive. He finds space for a few yards that time. Justin MADDEN making that stop. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7.
I know that may look like a whole lot of nothing burger on the stat sheet, but those are the kind of plays, that inside run, that you see creative play action come off of later in the game.
Play action with Nix. He throws a bullet down the right sideline. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And it's 3rd down.
You know, that was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
On 3rd down, here's Nix. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Defense doubled him, knowing that was where the pass was likely headed. A bit surprising. Quarterback still threw in that direction with how well that defense had that play covered.
Here comes the Broncos punting unit. Tylan Wallace on the return for the Ravens. Went for 48 with his first kick, and this one looks even better. Fair catch called for and made just outside the 20. That punt goes unanswered, no return there. And the Ravens will go on offense. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. Jackson looking to throw. Getting out to his left. He's keeping it. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
That's one of those occasions when you're sitting in the pocket and you're just looking for that escape valve. And then when you get it, you get space to run, and you get a first down. That's a big bonus for the quarterback.
Ball at the 33 for first down. Looking to throw, Jackson. Looking. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Not for that defense who puts a sack on the board.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Trying again, following the sack. He's on the move. He takes it himself. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that'll be first down, Baltimore.
Obviously, a defense wants to take away all the reads and prevent any kind of big throw for the first down. Fine. Well, this QB, he'll just lower his head and gash the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game.
1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. Lamar back to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Yeah, this game, you just can't make it harder than it needs to be. Just get the catch first. Guarantee your yards, and then worry about escaping defenders after the catch.
Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down. Throwing again is Lamar. Escapes out to the left. He tucks it and takes off. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That one goes for 31 yards and a first down when all is said and done.
As much as you'd like to find a completion and get the ball out of your hands, when a play breaks down, you got to be able to make a play with your legs. His offense counts on his ability to evade pressure and occasionally make plays just like that.
On first down, Jackson. Henry on the catch. And he's going to step out with no gain.
Defense all over that throw. You could just smell it. They just smelled that football coming their way, and that's as good as an incompletion. And they're going to be in a good spot. 2nd down coming up.
2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. They go play fake with Jackson. He'll check this one down. Complete to the fullback. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
I remember talking to Jim Harbaugh one time, and Bo Schembechler asked him when he was a head coach, you have a tight end with his hand on the ground? Yes, coach. You have a fullback still on your roster? Yes, coach. Then you're going to be just fine.
They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6. Jackson to throw it. Into traffic, complete. And he's going to be tackled, but still all the way down to the 6. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have 1st and goal to figure out.
I'll tell you this, you don't want to make a living throwing into double coverage, but double coverage and still finding a way to beat the defense and haul it in. That's not a situation many players win, and there aren't a lot of quarterbacks willing to make that throw and trust their receiver to get it done.
Again, it's Jackson to the air. Looking touchdown, but can't connect.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
So after the incomplete pass, here's 2nd and goal. Jackson yet again. Into the end zone, but someone's able to knock it away. That's incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. And now it'll be 3rd and goal.
I'll tell you what that deflection right there, Kate, tells me. That defense was following and reading the quarterback's eyes. Knew exactly where that throw was going. And it takes a little bit of intuition, a little bit of feel. He's able to get his hands on it and knock it out of bounds.
Chased out to his right. And they will score. It's a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens hold a 16-point lead in the first. It's a Lamar Jackson touchdown. Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right in his tool belt, Kate. You know, in my day, you could be a blacksmith, right? You just do the job and stay in the pocket. Not anymore. You got to be an artist. And you got to be an artist that can create when things break down. And that's big time to get a touchdown out of it as well.
Tucker adds the PAT. And the Ravens take a 3-possession lead. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Marvin Mims now to return it. Oh, he's showing some burst on his return. Denver set to take the field on offense. And coming off a 3-and-out, Brock, they really need to build some momentum from the ground as they try to get on that scoreboard here. Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Williams. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
Pretty obvious, this defense. Man, they need more people around the line of scrimmage. But the minute you do that, Kate, you start opening up those throwing lanes. This is how balance takes apart a defense.
Going to the ground again on first. He's contained at the line for no gain. Stopped by one of the league's best tacklers, Roquan Smith. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
Second and 10 now. Mims with the grab. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. That's the end of one, and yikes, things looking a little out of hand already. It's the Ravens flying to an early lead. Back to the bank in just a moment. We're back, and it is Broncos football as we resume. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Out of the gun, it's Nix. Finds a man, Adam Troutman has it. And he gets it down to the 35 before stepping out.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
On second down, a run with Williams. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
What was supposed to move the chains or at least make third down easier to handle instead, it did the exact opposite here, Kate. It now makes this third down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
And the Ravens go in nickel, third down. Shotgun snap to Nix. And that's incomplete. He's going to wish he hung on to that pick there, but it's still going to bring up fourth down.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Will Lutz getting the call on fourth down to put 3 up here for the Broncos. This is going to be a tough one, 55 yards away. It's far enough, but no good. He sent it just a little bit right. And this stays a 3-possession game.
He was hitting from that distance pregame. Heck, we were on the field watching it, and they were confident he could do so again. Just did not work out this time around.
The Ravens and Lamar Jackson ready to go again on offense. And his effectiveness hasn't been limited to what he can do with his arm this season. On that last drive, he reached a significant mark for his efforts on the ground as well. The Ravens in very good field position as they come up, 1st and 10. It's a sweep. He pops the pass forward. He's only going to manage to get back to the line. Sent down by Cody Barton. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
Assignments were tested, and they were ready for it defensively. That's an excellent stop at the line. And it's going to make this offense seriously question revisiting that call.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Man in motion here. Lamar now from the gun. Finds a man, Deontay Johnson has it. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that's good for a Ravens 1st down.
This really isn't a route designed for a lot of yards, Kate. You're just trying to get a small handful and move on to the next down. Stay in rhythm. But anytime you can work some magic after the catch and stretch it out, those are welcome bonus yards.
Throwing the out route complete. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
Sometimes you're looking to push the ball down the field. But as I've said before, the crumbs lead to a cookie. And you never go broke taking a profit, and those big tight ends will often find you those easy check down yards.
They're now set for 1st and 10. They've got a man in motion. And again, it's Jackson. Completed to Flowers. And he'll go down here at the 16. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Here's Henry on the option. And he will carry this across for the Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens could push this to a 4-score game as they take a 23-point lead. Derrick Henry, the touchdown. Well, Brock, he found himself some space to work, and from there, wow, all athleticism as he made his way into the end zone.
You got that right, Kate. Just that speed. You got to have some different gear when you get down here to the red zone. It's hard to score rushing touchdowns, and that running back sees the open space, he sees the green grass, and he finishes it off with 6.
Tucker on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Ravens make it a 24-point ball game. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Here's Smith on the return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. So here comes the Bronco offense. And this drive, they need to come up with some type of answer because, well, Brock, we can almost hear those engines starting to gear up. They might have a boat race coming.
Yeah, I think everybody in the building can feel it. This has been so momentous one way, and as a competitor, you have got to stop that slide.
On 1st and 10, here's Nix. Got Williams, and it's complete. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line.
These intermediate gains, that's the wheelhouse for these two to connect on. Start the series off well. It sure keeps the defense on its toes in case they try to load up and just simply cover the receivers.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Up the gut they go with Williams. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. They get 6 and a 1st down as well.
Go ahead. Find me an offense that won't take that type of efficiency on every snap. Listen, it was good execution, a quality gain, and it moved the sticks.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Nix off the play action. Bails out of the pocket quick. He can run it. And he protects himself with a slide there after a decent gain.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock, you know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that, and it's a good thing you woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Nix from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
Sure nice to see them looking for their tight ends in the passing game. Such great size to have out there. It really forces defenses to try to find a way to defend them along with everybody else.
Nix with it on 1st. Finds Mims. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. Let's see what they want to do here, partner. It's 2nd and inches. They toss to Williams, headed right. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down. A 1-yard gain on the play. And the Broncos will have a 1st down.
Yeah, you'd sure love to see a little more yardage when you get into the open field, but this offense, it will take a new set of downs with that toss run.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Throwing on 1st down, Nix. It's taken in by Williams. And defenders are there to get him at the line. Chopping that play, Trenton Simpson.
You know, I've learned over the years, defensively, they call that the camera club. How many different guys can get rallying to the football? So that last shot you see on camera, you see as many defenders keeping that to a 0-yard gain. That's well done defensively.
From the gun, a carry by Williams. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
You know, Kate, if you notice those guys that love to feed themselves on the field, right? They love to just get more and more. They're hungry for even more. I'll tell you what, that tackle, it prevented something that's going to be a lot bigger, but that back remains hungry.
Working inside the red zone. Escapes the pocket. Now here he goes.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
2nd down now, 7 to go. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, you call that play to surprise the defense, try to get to the goal line. But a quick adjustment by the defense, well, it kept him in position to make the stop and ruin that play.
Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9. Throwing here, Nix. And down he goes. The Ravens defense gets it done. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down.
Desperation's a tricky thing, Kate. You love defenses when they're desperate and they're just playing on edge. But offensively, you're in a hole like this, the worst thing you could do is get desperate in a sack. Oh, it only adds further insult to injury.
On comes Will Lutz in the Broncos field goal unit. It's a 33-yard look from the right hash. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that lowers the lead to 21.
Well, he moved past that earlier miss pretty quickly here, Kate. Nice to see that. And now he can carry a little momentum with him to end this opening half.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away. Here's Tylan Wallace on the return. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Ravens ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. And at the pace he's begun the game throwing the football, Brock, he is in line for a special type of performance if they need to keep throwing it until the end. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Lamar off the play fake. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a pickup of 34 yards. And that'll be 1st down, Baltimore.
He just made a difficult throw to the outside look elementary, Kate, and that's not easy. The placement, excellent. And it helped set his target up to put some more yards on that stat sheet.
Down inside the 40 now with a 1st down following that last play. From the gun, Jackson. Andrews with the catch. And he takes it inside the 35 before heading out. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Handoff headed right to Henry. And the look outside yields no fruit. They make the stop near the line of scrimmage. They'll need 4 to convert now after no gain on 2nd down.
Not every corner in this league can make the play he just made right there. Sure, there's pure coverage guys. Not really known for their tackling, but this guy, well, he's someone who isn't afraid to stick his nose in there and make a stop.
Now Jackson on 3rd down. Buys time, rolling right. He's running for it. He does it. Touchdown, Baltimore. The Ravens ballooning the 1st half lead even further. It's a Lamar Jackson touchdown. His 3rd of the game on the ground. And 3 first-half rushing touchdowns for him now, Brock. He's shouldering the load for him in scoring, no doubt, but we also have to keep in mind he's very close to what could be tying or even breaking the single-game record for a QB. Tucker on for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Ravens grow their lead yet again. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. On the return, here's Mims. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Broncos about to get going on offense. Javonte Williams headed back out now. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. To throw, here's Nix. Looking slant route, complete. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
He did such a good job, and not just hitting him in a window on that slant, in the right window, but hitting him right in time, right in a spot where he had room to run and add on to that catch.
Just one play into this drive, and they're already sitting on their own 45. They'll send him over right. Straight ahead with Williams. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Kate, you know exactly what term I think of in a spot like this. Sticking his face in the fan. Because there are a lot of bigger bodies for a corner to sort through right there in the middle of the field. But he still charged in, made that stop happen, and I promise you, his teammates notice.
On 2nd down, it's Williams again. And this run's limited to a minimal gain up to about the 44. It's only a gain of 1. Back-to-back misfires on the ground, and they're facing 3rd and long. Back now, pressure on its way. Complete beyond the marker. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Give him 24 on that play. And that'll be good for a Denver 1st.
Yeah, these in cuts maybe aren't the hardest throws from a degree of difficulty, Kate, but it does take some courage as a quarterback to throw into congested spaces, but it can pay big dividends.
They go with Williams on the counter. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
Well, no springing a big play on that one. It's just going to simply be used as a setup play, whether that's another run or eventually what I love, setting up a play-action pass off that counter action.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Nix looking to throw. Short pass brought in. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line. Third and a lone yard coming up. Running for the marker with Williams. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
I don't know what it is, Kate, but I love 3rd down runs. I really do. I know the receivers don't always like it because it's money down and they want the ball, but a 3rd down run for a 1st down can be so demoralizing to that defense.
They'll come up 1st and 10. From the red zone now. The Bats got it. It's a Denver touchdown. Well, Brock, this one has not been good to them so far, but they are still fighting and able to get in there for 6.
Just a drive that was all about scratching and clawing. As much as anything, Kate, it was just a pride drive to go and get your job done.
Will Lutz now on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Broncos cut the lead by a quarter, down now to 21. Here's Lutz set to kick this away. On the return, here comes Justice Hill. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Ravens headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And I know we're normally discussing his work leading the passing game, but wow, we've really had to take note of what he's done on the ground. He's leaned into that part of his game early. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. And they send a man in motion. Throwing now on 1st down, it's Jackson. That one's cut along the left sideline. And he almost reaches the 45 before going out. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And that's good for a Ravens 1st down.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darrell Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield.
And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down. Aguilar, the receiver in motion right. And it's going to be about a 3-yard pickup in the end. Brandon Jones up for the stop.
This is one of those real modest gains, Kate, that I like as a call. Adds just a little more variety to your playbook. Makes that defense wonder. Those guys on the other side of the ball think a little bit. This dude's not just a receiver. He may get in the run game as well.
Jackson now on 3rd. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And they're going to bring him down just as we've come up to the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. They send the tight end in motion. 1st down throw for Jackson. Dumped off to his running back. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. That's 16 on the pickup. And that'll be 1st down, Baltimore.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
Jackson yet again. This finds Likely. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line.
You put up the combine times of tight ends running a 40-yard dash, and they certainly don't run as fast as the safeties or the corners in this league. But when you get them going in the right direction and you get them dragging across the field like that, well, they can still do their damage.
They bring the tight end in motion. Again, it's Jackson to the air. He's got it. And in for the Baltimore touchdown. Well, Brock, not much to say other than the fact that this offense on point. They're just clicking today.
Just rolling. I mean, this is clinic. This is what I call teaching tape. Being well prepared and, more importantly, going out there and executing at a high level.
Tucker on for the extra point. The point after splits the upright. And the Ravens continue piling on to this lead. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Here's Smith on the return. And look at this return. They track him down, but a nice return in the end there, Brock. He's up to the 38. The Broncos taking the field for the final time in this first half. And with all their timeouts remaining, Brock, they may be able to put a little something together here before halftime. Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Nix. Ravens swoop it in, and they bring him down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Taking a look at that scoreboard, and you just can't backwards. If you're going to close this gap, you've got to stay on schedule. Had a hard time doing so with a double-digit deficit.
So we've reached halftime here in Baltimore. The Ravens flying into the break with a lead. Now it's down to Florida, where Jonathan Coachman is standing by in Orlando for the EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Back to you and Brock in a bit. But first, time for our EA Sports Halftime Report. The first half belonged to the reigning NFL most valuable player, number 8, Lamar Jackson. And he did it with his legs, accounting for 3 first-half touchdowns on the ground. Sensational. The highlights from the first half, all one-sided. This one got out of hand early, and now you have to wonder how these teams will approach this second half, because this one's already close to being in the bag, if it's not already.
All right, thank you, Coach, and we are back and about set to begin the second half. Here's Lutz set to kick this away. Wallace with a return here. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The home teams are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Lamar now from the gun. Finds his man, it's Rashad Bateman. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in.
You know what I love to say? You never go broke taking a profit, and you often gain profits when you use your eyes as a quarterback. Those hitch routes, those underneath throws, oftentimes it's the eyes of the quarterback looking downfield and then taking that short completion.
Aguilar, the receiver, in motion right. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
Tried to mix in a little wide receiver carry and catch this defense on its heels. We've seen it work time and again, and it almost got there. Without that tackle, we could have seen a big gainer. But give some credit to the defense where credit is due.
3rd down, 1 yard to go. Play action now with Jackson. That's caught. He found some space. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down.
I'm not sure, Kate. I'm not sure, you're not sure, everyone in the building is not sure how you can lose the biggest eligible receiver on the field, but that's exactly what the defense just did.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Lamar throwing again. He's on the move. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And they're headed in reverse after that sack.
You know what I call that, Kate? Punch, and you took a punch, but then you countered right back. You give up a big play, massive play, but you don't hang your head. You come right back, you get a sack of your own, and you change the momentum as quickly as you can.
Thankfully, not a big loss last play. They're at the 2, 2nd and goal. Henry has nothing on that run. They stand strong and stop him at the 2.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
They've held him out twice. Here we go, 3rd and goal. Trying to run with Henry. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Ravens grow the lead coming out of halftime. Derrick Henry, the touchdown. A lot of pressure on him in that moment, Brock. Find a way to score. Don't let it go to 4th and goal. And he finds a way to come through and gets in the end zone for 6.
Now, how about the other side? Beating the defense right there as well. That group who was so close to pulling off the goal line stand, yet all that motivation wasn't enough to stop him on 3rd and goal.
This play going under review by the officials. Well, I certainly don't envy the officials here. A lot of times, Brock, it can be so tough to have the right angle to get a perfect spot on that football.
Yeah, how they do it, I just marvel at it. A bunch of years ago, I got to do and be an official, a side judge for a spring game.
How'd that go?
Not well. Because things happen so fast, and I really do. I marvel at more often than not how good these officials are at spotting the ball.
So they wanted to take another look, and that turned out to be a good decision. The call on the field overturned. Three plays haven't gotten it done. Now a 4th to try to reach that end zone. Running for it. Here's Henry. Goes up and over for the touchdown. The Ravens grow the lead coming out of halftime. Derrick Henry, the touchdown. Well, they took a gamble, and it paid off with a touchdown on 4th and goal.
And to do it on the ground at that's a confidence builder. Confidence builder for the big guys up front. Confidence builder for the running back to win at the line of scrimmage. And frankly, Kate, a confidence builder for this fan base that loves coaches being aggressive and going for it on 4th down.
Tucker able to tack on the extra point. And the Ravens tack on 7 more to their lead. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Here's Smith on the return. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. The Broncos running their offense out once again. And they're going to need to play for pride or for something to build on for next week, Brock, because this game seems out of reach, even though we've got a full quarter still to go. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Second half starts with a run by Williams. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
You know, that's so hard for me, Kate. That's the type of effort that deserves better when it comes to the results. It's going to show up as a negative run on the stat sheet, but that was not the runner's fault. He did all he could to fight to get back to the line, but this defense just kept swarming.
Another run for Williams. And that's good for a gain of 5. Stopped by one of the league's best tacklers, Roquan Smith. A 5-yard gain helps, but they need a dozen now here on 3rd down.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and take some of the starch out of that front seven.
On third down, here's Nix. Sideline throw is incomplete. Should have been intercepted in all reality. Instead, fourth down coming up.
I think I could see his eyes from the booth. He was envisioning the return and simply dropped it. You got to secure the pick before anything else.
So out now comes the punter. And he's only a handful of yards from his own goal line. And he finally gets a hold of one here. This is hit far. And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt. This offense and their quarterback making their way back out there, ready to take over once again. The Ravens in a very good field position as they come up 1st and 10. Tight end in motion right. First down, here's Lamar. Catch is made down the right sideline. It's a pickup of 26. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
Just about every defensive coordinator worth his salt says two things in every production meeting. Number one, well, we got to stop the run. And number two, we got to take away the tight end. Well, good luck doing that. Defending a big guy who can move like that, it's a lot easier to talk about than to go out and execute.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. They give right side to Henry. Breaks the tackle, still going. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
On first down, Jackson. Caught by Flowers. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
Textbook hitch route. Just hit him in the short field and deliver it once that defense turns their attention elsewhere. Kate, this is a low-ceiling play, but a reliable source of yardage.
2nd and 6 coming up here. From the 19. Into the hands of Likely. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop.
This defense didn't give up contain there, Kate. That was an instance where the more exciting plays were taken away downfield. And even looking to the tight end wasn't going to net them much.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Motioning him from the slot right. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
You know, when receivers have room to operate, that's a play that can totally gash a defense. But, Kate, when you get down here in the red zone, it becomes so much tougher because you have a whole lot less space. And, in fact, you'll see defenses swarm like that one just did.
Fourth down, here's Jackson. He finds him beyond the marker. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11. They only needed a couple, and that is what they got. Not the most impressive gain, but a big one as they get the first.
Oh, I love fourth downs. It just brings out the very best, and you get to see how you handle the most pressure, and it turns out, well, they handled it pretty darn well, and now they'll keep pushing.
And again, it's Jackson. This throw is caught. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Putting a receiver in motion. And he's hit at the line of scrimmage. The run outside returns nothing. No gain on second down, and they need 2 here on third.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
Third and just 2 to go. From the gun, Jackson vacates quickly left side. And they will score. It's a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens piling onto the scoreboard yet again. It's a Lamar Jackson touchdown. His 5th total score of this ball game. And if you were the trivia fanatic who knew that Billy Kilmer and Bobby Douglas shared the record for rushing scores in one game by a quarterback, well, congratulations to you. And congratulations to him now, because he's just joined those two as the only QBs to take it in 4 times in one contest. Tucker on for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Ravens continue adding on to that lead. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Here's Smith on the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Broncos offense all set to go. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Here's Williams to start the drive. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
All I could tell him there was good luck. You get a safety all over a run like that, they could just smell it like a shark with blood in the water. And you feel fortunate if you're even able to get back to the line of scrimmage.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Here's Nix. Got Williams, and it's complete. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And the Broncos will have a 1st down.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get them enough yards for the 1st, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
1st and 10 from the 41. Shotgun snap to Nix. Has him on the quick hitter. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47.
That can be a hopeless feeling when you fire a curl route right into zone coverage perfectly like that. Unless that curl happens to be right next to where one of your guys is sitting, that pass can hum in there and there's nothing this defense can do.
2nd and 3 now. From the 47. Cut by Sutton. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. New set of downs for him from the 46. He'll throw again. Nix. Dump off caught by his back. And he'll be met near the line to limit the gain to a yard. Nate Wiggins getting up to end that play.
It may not look like much on the stat sheet, but this is kind of good on good. An offense gets a completion, not going backwards, and a defense, well, they rallied, they pursued, and kept that screen to a minimal gain.
Nix from the gun. This one is hit by a defender and winds up incomplete. Clean breakup on that throw. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
You know, I don't fault that look at all, Kate, downfield. It was just an excellent defensive play to deny him the ball and knock it away. That is good on good.
3rd and long for him here. And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice gain. This one intended for the running back. And now they're staring at 4th and long.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Punting unit out now. Riley Dixon, the one to kick it away. And this one ventures out of play on the fly. The question is where it's marked. Looks like they'll say the 17-yard line. Now Baltimore returning its offense to the field of play. It sure seems like they've been able to score every time they've touched it this quarter, Brock. So high hopes again for this upcoming series. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. This one's a little touch pass forward to his man coming across. And this almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of it. Sent down by Cody Barton. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
Well, that's a tough one because you could see the beginnings of what looked like an explosive play. But let's give some credit here, Kate, to the defense. A great job to bottle him up before it came to fruition.
Out of the gun, here's Jackson. And he won't get it there. Defender finds a throw and breaks it up.
You know, ball skills, they're not just a selling point for receivers entering the draft. Teams want defenders, especially in this day and age of the passing game, who can make plays on the ball too, especially on these deeper throws. He doesn't swat that one away. We could be looking at a huge gain.
Sending a tight end in motion left. Jackson now on 3rd. That's caught for the 1st. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That one goes for 31 yards and a 1st down when all is said and done.
You can't start a fire without a spark. How about a lightning bolt? What a huge gain that totally changes the tone of the drive.
First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Out of the gun, Henry. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring them. Guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
New slate of downs to approach here from the 40. First down throw for Jackson. Fits it through the middle. And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that'll be 1st down, Baltimore.
You know, with some of these tight ends today, you could put 2 guys, heck, put 3 guys on them, and they still find a way to make those catches. With how they move at their size, they really are the ultimate matchup advantage.
1st and 10. Here's Jackson. Flushed out of the pocket. This time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Well, partner, I think this defense had enough. This QB has been getting out of the pocket and doing damage with his legs. But not this time. Great pursuit, great effort, and they're able to wrap him up for the sack.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Trying again following the sack. Pressure's there, and he goes down again. And the back-to-back sacks. Nice work by the defense there. Sets him up with a 3rd down.
An individual player taking over a drive isn't limited to just skilled players on the offense. If a defender gets in a groove like this, he can wreck a drive single-handedly with his pass rush. That is back-to-back sacks for him now. And it sure seems like whatever move he's throwing out there, it's working.
So not an enviable spot here as they come up on 3rd and very long. Lamar now from the gun. Complete beyond the marker. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
You want to nerd out at the end of the year with me, Kate? We'll go back and look at the amount of time per completion in the league. The best of them are around 2.2 seconds. The guys that hold on to the longest, they're somewhere around 2.6 seconds. You give your quarterback that kind of eternity to throw, they'll find a completion.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. They'll run here with Henry. And that carry only nets 1 on the plunge up the gut.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Ball placed at the 7. It's 2nd and goal. Once more, here's Henry. And he's brought down after a decent gain. That's going to be a gain of 6, and they need only inches now here on 3rd down.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
Henry. And he's in for the touchdown. The Ravens lengthen the lead at the end of the 3rd. Derrick Henry, the touchdown. His 3rd of the game on the ground. Well, Brock, you know this better than most. In baseball, it's 3 strikes and you're out. I know you experienced that a lot, but on the gridiron, you're feeling pretty happy, right? If you can strike the end zone 3 times in one game.
Yeah, I'd rather go hockey and soccer. That's just the positive guy in me. They call that a hat trick. It's worth celebrating.
Look at you.
And yeah, they should celebrate this effort.
Tucker on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And they'll continue adding to their lead. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Here's Smith on the return. And this drive will start inside the 25. The offense getting set to go. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Williams. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
From the 31. To the sideline, catch secured. Wow, he made that one look easy for the 1st. Markers reset, ball at the 37. Up the gut they go with Williams. And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. Stopped by one of the league's best tacklers, Roquan Smith. Thankfully, only one quarter to play now. We've reached the end of 3 in this lopsided affair. It's Broncos football as we enter the 4th of what's been a largely one-sided game. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, it's Nix. Brought in by Vele. And they're going to touch him down after a short pickup. Ravens bring an extra DB out there. 3rd down coming up. Play action with Nix. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. This play goes for 36. And that'll be good for a Denver 1st. Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play. Throwing on 1st down, Nix. Bails out of the pocket quick. Now he takes it. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
Well, I can tell you what, that was the goal from the moment he took off. Kept his eyes locked on the chains and made sure he set them up with a new set of downs. Well done.
They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. 1st and goal, here's Williams. Has the Denver touchdown. The Broncos making the scoreboard look a touch better. Javonte Williams, the touchdown. Extra point try now from Lutz. The point after splits the uprights. And the Broncos take 7 points off the deficit. Here's Lutz, set to kick this away. Hill now to return it. The return manages to get just beyond the 30. The home teams and Derrick Henry making their way back out on offense. And they have leaned on him to get this offense to the end zone in the game, and he's delivered. He's hit pay dirt 3 times. Part of a really nice game for him so far, Brock. Been returning good value on the looks that he's been getting. They've got 1st down from the 31. The drive begins with Henry. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
Kate, don't think for a second this is time you step off the gas. You can feel this defense, right? They're on their heels. And now's the best chance to go push the envelope and get aggressive.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Another run for Henry. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 + 4 + 4 equals a first down.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Play clock down to 0, and the flags come out. Everyone was set and at the line. The quarterback just didn't snap it before the play clock hit 0. Offense to the line for 2nd down. They send a tight end in motion. Shotgun snap to Jackson. This finds Likely. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 11. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
I can't tell you how nice it is to have a big, trustworthy tight end in the passing game. Such great size to have, and he forces those defenses to find a way to try to match up when they can't.
On 1st and 10, it's Henry. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
If there's ever a play we could call garden variety in the NFL, I think we just saw it right there. That's an uneventful run and a pretty sound stop there defensively.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Running once more with Henry. And they bring him down around the 34. It's a pickup of 9 yards. And that'll be first down, Baltimore.
That's the type of call that offensively, man, it just builds so much confidence. I don't even think they were looking to get the first down. Just get to a manageable 3rd down, but instead they move the chains, and that is one disheartening look on that defense.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
You call that first down running play, you don't always expect to get those kind of yards, but they'll take that every single time.
A new set of downs awaits them. Here's 1st and 10. Pistol snap to Jackson. Intercepted, but oh, wait. Officials say that he wasn't in bounds. The offense can let out a little sigh of relief. Took his shot at 6 that time. And it's going to be 2nd down. From the gun, Jackson. Fires right away, but incomplete. He was looking for Mark Andrews. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
Hey, I know nobody's perfect, and all you have to do is listen to me and how many words I screw up. But you certainly expect those throws of that length to be 100%. They've got to be borderline automatic in this offense.
They'll throw on 3rd and long. Catch is made in close. And this is down all the way to the 3. They get 19, and now they're going to have 1st and goal.
Well, that one was drawn up and delivered beautifully, efficiently. If it's not circled on the call sheet already, you better believe it is now.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. A tight end in motion now. First down from the red zone. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Baltimore. The Ravens are running them out of the building. Well, Brock, you know this better than most. Sometimes these dudes can be a quarterback's best friend, finding the tight end in the end zone for 6.
And it really has been that way for decades when you think about it, Kate. From John Mackey to Tony Gonzalez to Travis Kelce. The position can be such a mismatch when you're throwing for the end zone.
Tucker on for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And they'll continue adding to their lead. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. On the return, here's Mims. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. Back out runs their offense. And all game, they have struggled to attack this deficit. Maybe they can do a little window dressing here. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Nix. He puts some air under this one, deep right. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done, incomplete. That one firmly denied by the man in coverage. And it sets up 2nd down.
The ability to track the ball. Right, ball skills isn't just knocking it away, and that's a beautiful job there, Kate. But ball skills is also being able to track a ball on a deeper throw like that. If he doesn't swat it away, we're looking at a huge game.
Completed over the middle. And this one does not go far.
Teammates notice when they got a guy willing to take it on the chin to get rid of the pass. That's a pass that's going to earn a lot of points with the other 10 players, not just today, but when they go back and watch that play on tape.
It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. Here's Nix to throw. No place to go, so he just threw it away.
So often, so many of these games in the NFL, well, they come down to a play or two, and 3rd downs are critical. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hand, their coach wants to see them convert those.
On now comes their punter. And he's going to do the honors for the 4th time today. And he sends this away. Definitely his best kick of the game thus far. Fields this clean at the 30. And he puts together a nice little return there before they're able to bring him down. The Ravens in a very good field position as they come up 1st and 10. Henry gets it here to start the drive. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9. From the gun, a run for Henry. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
That's got to be so frustrating for the runner. You're fighting the good fight. You even ripped through a tackle to stay afloat, but the blocking can't buy you enough time or room to even get back to the line of scrimmage.
And the Broncos are in the nickel for this 3rd down. Jackson to throw it. Gets this to Johnson. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. Well, 3rd and 15, you don't see many of those picked up, partner, but they found a way.
You know, I often say there is a fine line between aggressiveness and carelessness. And when you throw into double coverage, well, it can go either way. That time, a tremendous catch by his receiver on the other end.
Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down. Henry running to the left. And they beat him to the edge. That run stopped back at the line. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
As a corner in this league, well, you can go to the Pro Bowl if you can cover. But you want to be an all-pro, you stick someone like that.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Trying down the middle with Henry. And they're going to bring him down after a good gain to the 40. 7 yards on the carry. Now they've got 3rd and 3.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Now Jackson. He goes back to him yet again. Complete. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. It's a 26-yard pickup there. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
Just excellent effort on that catch. And a lightning quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it.
Here's Henry on the option. And he runs it inside the 10 to the 9. First down play nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby. But you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you could win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you, you get runs of that length, it may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
Has it in close. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. Trying to run with Henry. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
I tell you what, before the snap, I think everybody in the stadium would have said this offense was going to score on that series. The only people who didn't think that were the most important people, and that's the 11 dudes on defense that made the play.
Backed up to the 4-yard line now. It's 2nd and goal. They're running the option, short side, and he gets in, touchdown. The Ravens throwing 6 more on the blowout. It's a Lamar Jackson touchdown, his 5th rushing score in this game alone. And with that touchdown, he's the first quarterback to score 5 times in a single game. It's hard enough to ever throw for 5 touchdowns in a single contest, and it's been even more difficult for him to do so on the ground, but he has, and because of it, his name is now etched into the record books. Well, sometimes you just got to throw your hands up and wonder, what can you do against a player like this, Brock? That is the most rushing touchdowns ever for a quarterback in a single game.
I feel so sorry for these defenses today. It is so hard to play great defense, and then when you get a dual-threat QB like this that shows off the prowess of that running ability, it becomes nearly impossible to stop a stud like him.
That one right down the middle, and they'll continue adding to their lead. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Here's Smith on the return. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. This offense making its way back out now. Their last drive didn't make it very far before they had to punt it away, partner, so hopefully this one has some better legs to it. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Nix off the play action. That's incomplete left side.
They would sure love to connect on some of these intermediate throws, those chunk throws. Getting a completion like that, well, not only does it spark your offense, but it just sets you up for even more aggressive play calling.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Nix from the gun. Flushed out of the pocket. He tucks it and takes off.
You know, that may have been a situation when you look back on it and he watches the tape the next day, and he's got to find a way to throw the ball because his running ability, while it gets him some yards, is not enough to get the 1st down.
3rd and 4 coming up now. Nix now to throw. It's taken in by Williams. And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line. That one gains 7. And the Broncos will have a 1st down.
This dude's just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball, Kate. Hand it to him, and he sniffs out that 1st down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
Nix with it on 1st. That's into the hands of Franklin. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. They get 13 on the pickup. And that'll be good for a Denver 1st.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
To the line we go. They're set. 1st and 10. Now they'll throw out of the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And they make the tackle at the 38. Pickup of 12 on that play. And the Broncos will have a 1st down. New set of downs for him at the 38. They'll throw again. Nix. Connects with his back. Jaleel McLaughlin. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Well, there was never a play in any playbook I ever saw designed for a lost yardage play when you throw the ball. But if there's any solace, at least it was 1st down. A couple more chances to make up for it.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. And down he goes. The Ravens defense gets it done. And they're going to have to regroup after this one.
Final quarter, this quarterback's just feeling the need to do a little extra, try to make something happen outside the pocket. The problem? Defense wouldn't let them. They have that same kind of urgency. They want to make some plays of their own before they hit the showers, and they got one right there with that sack.
A bit of desperation on this deep shot. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete.
I don't fault the look downfield at all. I mean, that's just a situation there where it's a better defensive play than the offense executing.
They're out now, ready to punt it. And this is the 5th time he's been called upon today. And this looks like it got just inside the 20 as it flew out, and indeed it did. They're putting the ball at the 19-yard line. The offense being led back out by its quarterback as they get geared up for their next possession. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Here's Henry running left. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth, yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
This is Henry on 2nd. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play. So in front of the flock of fans in the stands, the Ravens get the win at home.